your thesis report. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
as your friend worked on the house prediction, so your team, I am giving the project which basically try to predicting the house price based on the various measurements. Correct. So
Correct, sir.
this is what the data. Oh, sorry, not this one. What the data, and this is publicly available data. So this is there in this repository. Uh, yeah, you can see me now. I can share my screen. You can see my screen now. Hello, guys, are you able to see my screen? Hello.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that means it's recording. I need to give the screen share. Yeah. So basically, you are working on the project called house price prediction, and this is one of the publicly available data. And this is the data link. Basically, if somebody wanted to go and explore, this is publicly available data. Based on the various measurements, you need to predict the price of the house. Because you are predicting the price of the house, and which is the continuous variable, this problem becomes a regression problem. Okay, so that means you are working on a regression problem. Your friend Halak has done magnificent work on this thing. Please talk to him. He can explain who's having hearing problem. Everybody able to hear it now? Hello?
Sir.
Okay. So he has done good work, and talk to him also in the same project. But I will also quickly show how we can finish this project. So this is the regression problem where you need to predict the price of the house based on the various measurements. Okay, and this is what the names, basically names for that. 1 minute. Names means some of the names means basically variable names. So these are the variable names. Like if you see per capita crime rate, proportion of the residential land, proportion of the retail business, CHARS, Charles River, dummy variable, NOx, nitric oxide concentration, or so various measurements are there. And basically, based on all this, we need to predict the median value of the home. That's what. So because we are trying to predict the continuous variable, this project become the regression problem. So now I am demonstrating your project, and let's see. So first what I am doing is basically I am incorporating all the Python packages, and I am reading the data because this is publicly available data. I am reading data from the Google itself. I mean in the internet itself. That's what I am reading the data. Yeah, let me clear and run once again. Yeah, clear the output and run. Okay, sure. Let's start fresh. So I'm reading all the required libraries. Then I am reading the data from internet, and this is the data, which basically I am reading from this link. Once I read the data, I need to understand how many rows and columns, and what kind of data types. Because here, if you see, most of the variables are continuous variables. Okay, so that's what I did here. So if you see all the floating variables, floating means decimal data, and then I also describe the data. I think a lot of things are there in one place. Let me cut it one by one. See, once I read the data, once I see the data and data types, what we are seeing here, then we need to, in order to understand the, in order to understand the descriptive statistics, we use the describe. Okay, so that's what we are, we are basically seeing the top 20 rows is what we are just checking the data, whether the data read properly or not. This is what we see. So data read properly. Then we are seeing descriptive statistics by using, describe. So this particular line will give the descriptive statistics for all the variables like minimum, maximum, continuous. 50%, 75%, 25, everything it will give. And after that, because of all the correlated variables, we are seeing the is there any correlation. So that's what we have seen the correlation here, and this is what the correlation. And we can also see the correlation map. Wait here, I didn't do that. I will do it here. Just wait. We can also see the correlation map. After doing the correlation, we can also do the this is the correlation map. So this is how the correlation looks like. Seaborn as SNS. That's what you need to incorporate all the libraries. So this is what your correlation map. We can see some kind of correlation. Once you have the correlation, you basically need to specify all your independent and dependent variable, because the dependent variable at the 13th position, 14th variable, if you see the data, this is how our data looks like. I mean, if you see the data, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. These first 13 are the independent variable, last one is the dependent variable. That's what we are doing here. That means that's what we are doing. We are making first 13 variable as independent variable, 14th variable as the dependent variable. And also what we are doing for validation of the model, we are basically making 80% training data and 20% splitting data. Basically, we are making all those things here. Okay. Then what we are doing here, we are basically running linear regression, lasso, elastic net regression, k nearest neighborhood, CART, and support vector migration. These are the regressions we are running, and based on the best cross-validated R-square, we will decide the method. So that's what I have done here, and I'm also validating all the results on the basis of R-square. If you see R-square, I got linear regression as 74, lasso is 68, EN is 67, KNN 43. So I think linear regression is working very well. Okay. So this thing we have done without doing any standardization of the input data. But you know, we already discussed it, by standardizing the input data, we always good output. So that's what we are doing here. We standardizing the data and running all the techniques. By doing that, you know, the accuracy has improved. Now it got 74%. The same thing we are doing here. If it is 74%, we are comparing also. Okay, that's what we are doing. And similarly, what we are trying to do, the next thing is basically we are also running ensembling technique. Ensembling techniques like boosting, random forest techniques we are doing. Add boosting, gradient descent boosting, random forest, and this thing. I think I only explained boosting and GM, but I am running this also. So after doing this also, these are the various kind of the regression things we have. Just 1 minute. Hello, చెప్పమ్మా. హలో, 3:38 మన లిఫ్ట్లో భీమంతో లిఫ్ట్ పక్కన, మా లిఫ్ట్ పక్కన కొంచెం పక్కగా ఉంటుంది. మా లిఫ్ట్ ఓకే. So we are running the ensembling techniques also. If you see the ensembling, the random forest is really giving accuracy of 85%. But you know, random forest is basically giving good fit. Because if you see here, you will understand that is well. So random forest. But you know, we discussed that, you know, random forest is one of the greatest quality, because through the random forest we can select the variables. That's what, you know, random forest is seen. So now I am taking the random forest. I am just building the random forest by tuning the hyperparameters. But as the technique itself, random forest is seen the variable selection method as embedding method. So what I will, but the problem with random forest is it cannot useful for the interpretation. But somehow I need to reduce the variable. So what I am doing here is I am just running the random forest. From the random forest, I will find the top variables and use those variables and build the linear regression. By doing that, what will happen? Your equation will have the less number of variables. Once it has the less number of variables, we can easily use it in the production. So that's what we are doing. So I am running the random forest. That's where I am doing hyperparameter tuning using grid search algorithm. I have given 10, 20, 30 as the trees, auto sqrt log2. Sorry, actually I need to put 100, 200. Number of trees I need to increase more, 300. So that's what I did. Then I build the random forest. That's what I am doing here. Then what I will do after doing the random forest, I didn't run this. Okay, rescale, I am just scaling, then I am running this. Then what I am doing is I just building the random forest, because once I do the random forest, what will happen? Random forest will give the variable importance. I will take that variable importance. From that, I will take only the key variables, use that key variables for the linear regression. So 10 variables, 80%, and if 7 variables is given 65, 70%, what is the best method? Less variables with high accuracy is always better. So that's what I am running the random forest. I will do the random forest. I will find the key variables, use those variables in the multiple linear regression, use that equation for the final thing. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Yeah. That's what it will take time, random forest. Then once it is the random forest, we'll get the key variables, use those variables. You also did the same thing, Hal, or just build the regressions?
Sir, I done XGBoost.
XGBoost, yeah, but XGBoost is very good, but it's very difficult to interpret, because tomorrow if somebody asks, tell me how this is working, are you able to interpret? No. So that's the reason we need to use the techniques as their merit. If you see the random forest and XGBoost, they have powerful tools to give the variable importance. So we use techniques as per their strength, use these key variables, and then apply the linear regression, which is explainable, interpretable, easily, applicable.
Sir,
So that's why we are using. Understand?
I applied, understand, sir. I applied linear regression and KNN.
No, no,
And
no. We also applied top, but but linear regression KNN, you applied all the variables. What we did is we read the data, we applied KNN linear regression, all techniques and full set of variable. Then we run the random forest. So random forest has given some key variable. Use those key variable and run the linear regression final. So now,
okay, thank you.
See the random forest, it has given the best configuration. Log to minimum split is 2. Maximum number of estimates is equal to 200. With this, I run the random forest. By doing random forest, as I told you that what R square is not there. 1 minute. I think R square function is not there. Is what it's saying. I print so many places R square. Anyway, I will find that. Then,
Sir, it should be imported from library.
I know. Wait. It's there now. Why it's saying it's not there? Let me see what is the error. Print R square
is not defined.
If you see here, so, it is there, na? It is there, na? Where it is coming actually? Let's see. 7th line. Wait. Oof. Oh, I defined here. I applied here. You understand, na? See now. Now what will happen? It has given 99% on training data, 82% on test data. That means it's somehow overfitting. So you cannot use this. So now it has given the top variable LSTAT, RM, Indus, Partio, NX. So now what I will do, I will take these 5 variables like RM, LTAS, NX, Indus, crime, and only build the linear regression using these 5 variables. If I do that, how much I got? I got 68% trained data, training accuracy, and 68% on. Did I run this? Sorry. This is what my data said. Now I only took these variables. With these final variables, if I run the regression, linear regression, how much I got? I got 68% of training accuracy and 45% of testing accuracy. But still okay. I think last time I ran it, it's coming very nice. This is how the process. You say that we got around 68% of training and around 50% of the test data. It's okay. So this is how you need to do the project. Understand? Clear? So what I will do now? Now I will send this HTML as the output, which you need to use, which you need to do the your PowerPoint, your thesis, and also I will give one of the regression project ka. Let's say regression is basically predicting revenues from your seniors batch. Say last year batch mein there is a regression project, salary sir. So they have already written this PDF. So use this PDF format and use this PDF format and use the present project outputs like this one. You will get the outputs from this here. And data, you don't need data because you are anyway drilling it from this thing. Do it. Now what you need to do, you need to take this report and take this project and put the output in respective places and finish it. Okay.
Sir, can you please send us the IPython
file? IPython also, if you want, you can combine it because a lot of people are not able to run it. That's why I'm not sending, but I will do it for you because you are running it somehow. Yes,
Thank
boss,
you,
I
sir.
can do that. Academic, Sim 3, Python, final project for Viva, full project, house prediction. You want this Python code also? Take the Python code also and run. If you have any doubts, ask me.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
finish it, boys. Okay. Anybody has any doubts? If not, what I am saying, take the project, go the format and the paste respective places in the thesis. This thesis, I have given full process. This PDF you need to submit. ఏం అర్థమైందా మిగతా వాళ్ళకి? హలో?
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, work on it. Okay. Chala guys. See you. Bye bye.
See you. Bye bye. Take care.